Alright, welcome back to BrainFLoTv. Listen, we do stories like these only to keep people aware of situations so you can keep yourself safe. That's it. It's not about glorifying the loss of a life. It's about making others aware that this can happen to you as well. My condolences goes out to those who lost a life in this story and to the families who are left reeling from losing a loved one, and may justice be served. Now, let's get into the story. This story is crazy. So a missing teenager was allegedly strangled to death by her girlfriend over an argument about a sexually transmitted disease. This is what the court records are saying. A missing teenager strangled to death by her girlfriend. Okay, we already see that this is a lesbian relationship, right? 18-year-old Tierra Horn was first reported missing by concerned family members on January 5th. Bad way to start out the new year. This is out in Houston, Texas, according to the Houston Police Department. Now, while conducting a search for Horn on a hiking trail near the Buffalo Bayou, investigators found her remains later on that day. Authorities have previously said that Horn died as a result of homicide, but new records that were obtained shows that she was allegedly strangled to death by her girlfriend, who is 24 years old, Shania Laneice Turner. She's 18. She's strangled to death by an older lover, 24. 18, 24, not much of an age gap in the age difference. However, there are rumors out there that this 18-year-old was seeing this 24-year-old before this 18-year-old was even 18. Get it? Right. The tragedy unfolded following a heated argument between Horn and Turner, who reportedly believed that Horn had been unfaithful, had cheated, had caught a sexually transmitted disease, and had given it to her. So the older one believes that, which is Turner. The argument started when Horn, the younger one, and Turner, the older one, who believed that Horn, the younger one, had cheated and given her, Turner, a STD. Horn's sister, whose name is Shania Granville, she told the news reporters that Horn and Turner's relationship was always extremely toxic and that the couple had a history of abuse. She said, quote unquote, it was very toxic. They used to fight and everything. Ms. Granville told the outlet that Turner, the one who is now charged for murder, used to beat her sister, beat her up and stuff, and they just had to break up. They just had to break it up. Turner has been charged with one count of murder. She was arrested on January 11th, and she was booked into the Harris County Jail. From news to politics to all that other stuff, this is where you get that stuff. Alright, so here we have a young lady who was accused of cheating at 18 years old. You know what? First of all, let me say this, right? I'm going to pass judgment. I don't even know why you're taking a relationship serious at 18 years old. You were just 17 yesterday. And I remember looking back now, I remember back then, looking back now, the adults used to be like, oh, you're not going anywhere with that relationship. I had my little girlfriend back then. And they'll say, your age, 16, 15, 17, don't take any relationship serious. It ain't really going anywhere. 99% of the relationships that go from 15, 16, 17, they never make it into adulthood. And those that do make it into adulthood and last long enough to get married, jump the gun, get excited, get married, early 20s. By the time they're in their 30s, they're getting a divorce because they're just now figuring themselves out. And usually the complaint is, man, I missed out on a lot in life. I gave you my best years. I forgot who I was. I don't even know who I am. I've been so busy trying to be who you wanted me to be. Sometimes resentment comes with those types of relationships. And people end up going their separate ways and going off to discover the world, right? Not only that, scientifically speaking, about human development, the frontal lobe of the brain, which controls higher levels of thinking and decision making, that part of the brain, impulse control, the frontal lobe, that's not fully developed until you are 25 and above, right? At least 25 and above, according to science. So impulsive behaviors tend to happen like 24, I would say 25 and below. So in that age group is where you have the oops, I did it. Oops, I shouldn't have done it. Oh, damn, I'm doing it and it's wrong, but it feels so good. That kind of thing, right? Oh, I like this person, so I sleep with this person. Ah, damn, I just did a one-night stand. Let me go to the clinic and check myself out. I think I got something. When you get past that age group and your frontal lobe is more developed, is usually where consciousness kicks in, where you actually think about things before you do them. Whereas below that age group is where you do things and then think about the consequences after it's already done, right? So in this situation right here, especially since there's rumor floating around out there that young lady is actually, they had been seeing each other before she was 18. And she's dead by the time she is 18. And that they had long, drawn-out fistfights, beat down, dragging, busted face, all that. And people had to always come break it up. That was never a good sign. That's definitely a toxic relationship. Whether it's a heterosexual or homosexual relationship, it's still that. A study was released recently also that said majority of marriages and majority of gay relationships, especially lesbian relationships, they end in divorce or separation more frequently than heterosexual relationships, right? So you have two women in a relationship together, more than likely the chances are it's not going to go the distance. And there's a long argument about why, but I won't get into that on this video because that's not where we're going with this. I'm just saying, somebody could feel wronged and take it out on you the wrong way. Listen, anybody would be upset if they caught an STD from somebody. Now, it's one thing to be in a relationship and be unfaithful, but it's a whole nother ball game to be in a relationship and have given your all to a person only to realize that this person wasn't feeling you the same way. They were only pretending. It's called deception, and deception hurts. Now, when you find out by somebody telling you that your partner's cheating, that's very different than when you find out because your coochie itching or because your ding-a-ling is dripping. Let me say that again. It's two different things. When you find out that your partner is unfaithful because somebody is telling you, yo, I seen your partner down the road with what's her name the other day, that could be hurtful. There's going to be paranoia. You're going to start to ask questions. You might even start to sneak around, look around, check phones, check bags, trying to catch what's going on, right? If there's anything going on. And that's cool. And you could deal with that. But when you find out because your coochie is itching or discharging some foul odor and some foul looking something, or your dingling is dripping some yellow substance or something, or your crotch is on fire and you got to go to the clinic and take shots and get medication, and that's the way you find out because you know 110% that you have been nothing but faithful. Not everybody takes that like, okay, you gave me an STD. It is what it is. We are moving on. No, some people will want to take your life for it. Some people will be very upset. And when people get upset and are emotionally driven, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. People kill people all the time and then go, oh my God, I love that person. I didn't really mean to do it. I was just so upset. I didn't think that would kill them. Well, their funeral is being planned. It's a wrap, right? Right. We're going to leave this one right here, man. And as I always say, just think about what you do before you go and do it, because actions always have consequences and karma never misses an address. I'll catch you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button. It's BrainFLoTv. I'm out. Peace.